Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel.
No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and
Okay, you guys, there is gonna be a Prime Day sale next week on Amazon on the 16th, 17th. So I thought that this would be the perfect time to do an Amazon favorites video. I feel like my favorites honestly change per season. So you're getting more of like a summertime, well, kind of summertime / year-round type favorites video. So if you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you guys want to view my Amazon storefront with the direct links to all of these pieces, then check the description box below. So let's go ahead and get started. So there is some things that I am definitely going to restock on during the Prime Day sale, and I hope that things go on sale and all of that stuff. So this was actually sent to me and it came so quickly. You guys know how sometimes when you have Prime and you order things, sometimes it can still take forever to get to you. That's what I've noticed anyways. I've had stuff take like a month, I've had stuff take 2 weeks, even though I have Prime, but this is definitely like next day shipping. This right here, I have used this. I did keep the box though. That is like dedication. I kept the box so I could show you guys how it comes and everything in the mail. This just came in just a regular cardboard box and then this one on the inside. So I did use this a lot when I went on vacation. I didn't go on vacation for that long. I do have a vacation vlog up if you guys want to see it, but my friend actually did my hair with this. It's funny because we got one both kind of at the same time. Mine is by Nice Bay, by the way. If you guys were wondering, this is the Nice Bay brand hot air brush. So I'm gonna pull it out of the packaging for you and then I'm gonna put it away after and finally get rid of the box. But I will have a video probably using this and show you guys how to use it because it was kind of confusing in the beginning. I didn't actually know how to use it until my friend showed me when we were on our trip together. But it's actually really easy to use. So it comes like this. There is an instruction manual and all of that as well, but it does come in this plastic bag. So we're gonna ignore the fact that my hair is like, it's all over this. We're gonna ignore that, but it can already show you that I've been using it clearly. And so basically what this is, it's a wet dry brush and it, you know, styles your hair. It's like an all-in-one type product. So if you guys are familiar with something like the Dyson Airwrap, similar idea to this. I've watched a handful of tutorials on how to use something like this because I'm not skilled with styling my hair, and most people say like you have to wait until your hair is like 60% dry and then use it, but you can actually use this on wet hair and it works great. So basically what it is a hair dryer and a round brush in one. So do you remember back in the day when you were trying to give yourself a blowout at home and you had to get a separate round brush and your hair dryer and kind of like comb through your hair and try to like, you know, it would get tangled and it would take like a very, very long time to do? Well, this just does it in one. So this is what the brush looks like. It is by Nice Bay and it is really nice. There is a bunch of different heat settings. Right here, there is a fan adjuster so you can adjust how strong you want the air to come out. You literally just, you know, go like this, kind of wrap your hair around it and comb it through. And you can just very easily just clip your hair up and do sections of it. It doesn't honestly take that long, and I thought it would, but it only takes like about 15 minutes to give yourself a blowout at home. So I highly recommend this, especially if you're somebody that likes getting blowouts and goes to the salon every time. This is going to save you so much money, and it is actually pretty. I do like the black with the rose gold on the brush. I think it's so pretty. So that is the first item. Next item is this right here. I don't know if I've actually talked about this on my channel before, but my friend actually recommended this to me. Thank you, Vanessa, for recommending this to me. This is the All Max A-Cuts Amino Charged Energy. So basically this is a pre-workout drink and I get it in blue raspberry and I love this stuff. It is sugar-free, 0 carbs, natural source of caffeine, green coffee in here, taurine, L-carnitine, and EAAs. I know that a lot of people either they don't take pre-workouts, which was me for the longest time. I did not do pre-workouts at all, or they get stuff that makes you kind of jittery. It makes you feel high before you work out. This is not gonna do that at all. So if you are looking for a good, like more natural type of a pre-workout, this is really great. I recommend it to my friend who really likes it as well. And I'm not gonna like open this too much, but also another thing, it's not too dusty, if that makes sense. You guys know the pre-workout powders, some of them can be like super dusty where like you literally open the packaging and the dust just flies everywhere. That is not this as well. You do need a good blender bottle or like actual hand blender with this though. With any aminos, I suggest, you know, at least having some kind of blender bottle, which I also bought from Amazon. It's not part of this favorites video, but those two kind of go hand in hand together. If you want to see which one I specifically use, it is in my Amazon storefront. But I love this stuff, especially for if I work a 7 to 3 shift. I'm not a morning person, and I feel like going to the gym after and doing like a spin class or something like that, I will use this and it will work really, really well. So this does have caffeine in it. So the only thing I would mention is just watch your caffeine intake if you are going to be taking this for your workout. Maybe limit to like 2 coffees, or like sometimes I do 3 coffees a day and then I have this and it's fine. But just that's the only thing I would watch out for. And yeah, I really just love this pre-workout. I don't use this hiking. I use aminos specifically because I don't like the extra caffeine when I'm hiking. I don't like to be overly dehydrated. Not that this dehydrates you, but when you're at the gym, you have access to clean water 24/7. There's water machines everywhere. But when you're out in the bush, there is no access to water unless you have a water filter, unless you have enough water. So I just specifically go for aminos when I'm hiking, but this is specifically for the gym and I love it. Okay, so most of the stuff in this video is like active stuff. So stuff that I would use hiking, I would use at the gym. This brush too, it would be really great for like your after gym showers, you know what I mean? But like the next item I'm going to be talking about is for like an at-home gym situation. So I have 2 exercise machines from Amazon and I love both of them. So if you are planning to start a home gym or you want something for at home that you can work out on without the pressure of actually going to the gym, I do recommend checking out these pieces during the Prime Day sale because usually you can get a pretty good deal on them. I have one by Sunny Fitness and it's an elliptical, and I have one from DMA Sun, which is a spin bike. And you know, I go through phases where I work out at home for a while and I don't go to the gym, and then I go through phases where I go to the gym 24/7 and don't work out at home. So it's just nice to kind of do both. And I just know at home I have limited access to weights and that sort of thing, so spin classes are my preference. But if I want to get in a quick like 20-minute workout, I will use the elliptical. Both I've had for over 2 years now and I haven't had any issues with either. And yeah, so definitely check the Prime Day sale out if you're looking for at-home gym equipment. They have tons on Amazon. Next up is something that has saved my life on multiple occasions, and this is my power bank. So this is a battery bank. This is like heavy duty as well. Like this one was $60, but there's definitely cheaper ones on Amazon that are around the $30 price range that are a lot smaller, a lot more compact, and also do have the solar charger on the top. My friend has a smaller one of this, but I wanted this specifically for camping, for backpacking, all of that stuff. And I know that a lot of people don't bring portable chargers and they always ask me, can I borrow yours? So I need something that is going to support multiple devices multiple times, that holds a lot of power. And this one also has a flashlight built in right here, which is really cool. I love that. But it basically can charge up to 4 devices at the same time. And I did so much research trying to find this, and I found this one, which is good. I've had this for a year now and it's been great. I've had no issues with it, thank goodness, because it's been really hard to find a reliable power bank. I don't know why, but I've gone through so many power banks in my time of using power banks. So this one is really amazing. I've gone camping with this so many times. I do put this in my hiking pack 24/7. I don't care how heavy this is. This does the job, and I need something reliable, especially when I'm out where there's no service. And I love that it has a solar charger on the front. That's amazing. So this has 4 plugins. It says lithium ion battery capacity 99.2 WH. I don't know exactly what that means, but if you are looking for specific specs and all of that on this, you can definitely check this one out again in my Amazon storefront below. But absolutely love this power bank. Next up, I'm going to be talking about something that I use on my shoes to waterproof them. I love this stuff right here. This is called Nick Wax, and my friend actually recommended this to me, and I've heard of it before. I never really looked more into it. I kind of just used those shoe stores. You can buy their brand of waterproofing spray, and that's what I would do before. I would literally go into a random shoe store. It was mostly Aldo, because Aldo is like the closest one to me. I would go there and I would buy waterproofing spray. But this is so much better. This works way better with hiking boots, and that's really the only thing I use this for waterproofing. I use this for my hiking boots. So all you basically do is you clean your boots, brush them off, wet them, make sure they're wet, and then spray this on, and then let it dry for like 24 hours or whatever, and you're good to go. I waterproof my boots maybe 1 to 2 times a year, but this is amazing. Also, it doesn't contain any PFAs, and I've been watching those, you know, documentaries on, you know, forever chemicals, Teflon, all of that stuff. I'm very aware of, you know, how Gore-Tex and those type of materials are forever chemicals, and they're really bad for the environment, they're really bad for you, all of that stuff. I can't avoid not using Gore-Tex though, because of what I do. I hike and I prefer to be dry and alive versus soaking wet, and you know, you could get hypothermia and stuff like that. So I'm very aware of like PFAs, and this one doesn't have any added PFAs. So this is my like cleaner, safer option for waterproofing. So don't go with like anything like Scotchgard or anything. Those ones do have PFAs. So I love this stuff. Also doesn't smell like anything weird. I bought one from like Mark's Work Warehouse, and it smelled like paint. So this one thankfully doesn't have a smell. Next up is this light right here. So this is like multi-use for me personally. Like I can use this when I'm camping. I can use this when I'm hiking as an emergency light, but also specifically what most people buy this for, and this is what I use it for, is for filming. And I used to have one of those like clip-on ring lights. I still do. It's somewhere in the drawer behind me. I'm not even gonna look for it, but it's basically like a small compact ring light that you can put on your phone when you're filming in like really bad lighting. But this is actually so much better because it's big. Like it's a big size, and my nail girl actually recommended this to me. See, you guys, look at how bright that is, and there's different settings on here, so you can make it brighter, you can make it less bright, and this actually lasts really long, and it is chargeable, so you can just charge it and go. And I love this one. It's by Newer. So that is that. Definitely a multi-use light for me, but I think most of you are gonna get the most use out of this for filming. Next up is a very tiny device that you can use for backpacking, you can use for camping, and I've used this so many times and I absolutely love it. Every single time I'm like, I'm so thankful that I bought this. It was, I think, around the $26 price range. It is by Camuland, and it is a mini air pump. So you can use this for, you know, those like pool floaties. You can use this for that, and you can use it for air mattresses. You can use it for camping pillows, for like those air mattresses that you use for backpacking. That's what I mostly use mine for. I don't know how better to explain what it is. It's just basically like an air mattress, but it's individual, and you just sleep on top of it with your sleeping bag, and it like rolls up. But that is really, really difficult to deflate. This has an inflator and a deflator, and also it has a light on the top. This video, by the way, it totally sounds like it's sponsored from all these companies, but it's actually not. I was only sent one of these products, which is the brush I showed you in the beginning of the video. All of the rest of these items I've purchased myself. So I can tell you, like, these are all my honest opinion, and this is not an advertisement, I promise. I just really enjoy these items, and they've come in handy so many times. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is an inflator, a deflator. I use it a lot for the light because it has a tent light built right into it. I don't know if I can, yeah, there you go. So it has a light built in. Again, there's different light settings. It goes brighter, brightest, and then you just turn it off by like long pressing. So that's that. And then there's different attachments that it comes with depending on what you're using it for. It has a smaller one right there. It has this rubber one, and it has this little tiny one right here. And I always forget, whenever I'm using this, I always forget which specific attachment I need it for. Like, it's usually just my pillow and my like portable air mattress that I use this for, and like, or my sleeping pad, and I never know which attachment it is, so I have to try like a few different ones every time. But this is amazing, and this is definitely going with me on all of my backpacking and camping trips this year. Again, love this. Okay, last but not least, this is completely gone. It's gone. But this is my Ollie Beat the Bloat, and I've been using this on and off for about a year now, and I struggle with bloating. Yeah, bloating, and like, it's not like an everyday occurrence, but sometimes I wake up and I'm bloated and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like I'm allergic to something that I'm eating and I just don't know it. But sometimes I wake up bloated and I hate it, because most people are like skinny when they first wake up. You know what I mean? Like, you are your skinniest and you feel the best when you just wake up in the morning. Sometimes I don't. And I use this a lot for traveling as well, because you can get kind of like constipated when you're traveling. You can just be less regular than you are normally, and you can be bloated from that. There's different factors when it comes to bloating, but this does amazing things. And you basically take this first thing in the morning with your breakfast, and it has really good ingredients in here. Actually, it's all natural. It has various enzymes in here. It has ginger, fennel, and dandelion, which are also really good for soothing your stomach. If you are familiar with ginger, like, I know most people drink ginger tea when they're sick or when they have an upset stomach. This already has it in here, so I feel like this is really good. It's kind of pricey though. It's about $20, and you get 25 capsules in here, so it's about almost $1 per capsule. But I assure you that this is a really good investment if you have any issues with bloating, or if you're planning on taking stuff like Array. This is a really good alternative, because Array is kind of pricey. I think it's around the $60 price range, and this you can just get on Amazon. It ships to you the next day, and it works really well in my opinion, and I have had no issues with this. So that is all for my Prime Day recommendations. What are your guys' recommendations? I always like to find new things on Amazon. Leave them down in the comments below, letting me know what you guys are buying from the Prime Day sale, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.
I let you